Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we are at the Cambria here just outside of Disneyland. We're going to stay here, give you a room tour, take you around the water park, and more. So let's get going. We have just arrived here at the Cambria, and it is about 1:30 in the afternoon. Our room is not ready yet, so they told us to come over here and park our car in any of the numbered spots. The numbered spots are kind of like a holding place, and then you'll get a key card and a pass to park your car down in their parking garage area after you actually get officially checked in. We wanted to come up and check in as early as we could. I mean, we could have been here, I suppose, even earlier than 1:30. But we wanted to take advantage of the pool while it's nice and sunny and hot. And they have a water park. That's one of the main reasons we wanted to stay at the Cambria. So we're super excited about this stay. Here is the lobby and check-in area. And I just love this hotel. I've toured it before, never stayed here. So I'm super excited to be able to check it out and actually staying here. When we checked in, they gave us a wristband here for the Cambria that is a pool bracelet. So this gives us access to the pool, which is going to be just outside of here. There was some restrooms down there that we were able to change into, and so we're ready to go to the pool now. The restrooms were nice and large and had big changing room style doors, so it didn't feel like you were getting changed in a restroom. But neither was it like a changing room, but it was a pretty good hybrid. There is a bag check right here, just so you know, and they have a policy about no glass allowed in the pool area. And then there are some water slide rules here that you might want to check out, specifically the height requirement for the water slide, as well as maximum weight and things like that. Here's a look at the pool area. There was also no outside food or drinks allowed, so snacks that we had in our bag had to be left outside. I don't know if they're just going to throw them away or what, but here's the pool area. There's a lot of people here, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to film up close and things like that. Again, I like to respect people's privacies when we're here. I do want to try to show you the pool, and you can see those two water slides over there, but at the same time, I also don't want to be filming when people are trying to enjoy them. So this may be as close as we get, but we will see. Kids are getting some sunscreen on right now. We grabbed two of these comfy seats. They got some comfy seats here. That looks really, really nice. I like that. That they've got some comfy seats. They do have some standard pool chairs. Again, people are using them, so I'm not going to spin around. But with these ones right here, like I said, really nice and cozy seats here, right poolside. I found another slightly out-of-the-way spot right now. So we have a larger pool right here, and it does look like there's maybe a hot tub on the other side of there, or just a shallow pool of some kind. We do have another shallow pool right here, so I'm guessing that's probably a hot tub over that way. The shallow pool right here. We do have a splash pad that's immediately close to me, and then we've got the two big water slides. Again, those are 44-inch minimum height requirements on the water slides. So they've just got the two slides, the blue and the orange, nothing smaller than that. But this is their pool area. Very, very popular, as you can tell. Just outside the pool area, there is this bar where we can order some food. No outside food allowed, but you can order their food. So we're going to come over here. We're going to check out their menu, and we're going to see what types of things that they have here. It looks like this is their menu. Chicken tenders, spicy wings, stacked nachos, loaded cheese quesadilla. Ooh, mozzarella sticks. I like me some mozzarella sticks. We're looking for snacks, not necessarily meals, so that might fit the bill. And then we've got a couple of other wraps and burgers down here. Also got some pizza as well. Oh, desserts. The green blob up there at the top of the slide is James. He was waving frantically a moment ago at us. He's super excited. The kids have just gone straight into going on slides in the pool. Amy and I, on the other hand, have not even gotten wet yet. I'm actually kind of toasty. I might want to dip my feet in soon. But yeah, she got a buzzer. We got a buzzer for the food. So we ordered. The food that you order, like I said, can come into the pool area here. We got a buzzer. When it buzzes, we'll be able to go get our food. That'll be our snack for the day. We have dinner plans for tonight. It'll be a separate video. But those dinner plans are not until 6, and it's currently 2 o'clock. So we got 4 hours, and figured it's probably best to get something to eat. I also wanted to point out that far pool was just a pool. It's a 1-foot deep pool on the other side there. You can also see that's a projector and a movie screen. So later at night, they'll play movies on that over there. As far as the hot tub, the middle pool, the one that I showed you that was off to the right, that also had a handicap access thing, that was the hot tub. It's square, so I guess I just wasn't expecting that. It's not even square, it's more like rectangular. It's long, it's large for a hot tub. But that's what Amy and the kids are telling me, that's a hot tub. So
Interesting. They do have a hot tub. They have that 1-foot pool and then the main pool, of course, and 2 water slides and a splash pad. So James is going to tell you about the slides since he's been doing it.
The blue slide is kind of slow, and the orange slide is fast.
The orange slide's pretty fast. That's the covered one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's better? The orange one, because you it goes so fast you can do it in 5 seconds.
Oh, nice.
And the blue one's like 10 seconds long.
Our food just came. It was about 15 minutes or so, maybe at most. I didn't really time it. But it comes with green salsa. It did say salsa verde on the menu. And then chips. This isn't a side on the menu. I don't know if I actually showed that. It was in the bottom left corner. I didn't specifically point it out, but you might have been able to see it. And then we got the mozzarella sticks. This was $12. $12 for 5 mozzarella sticks. That's a bit of a stretch, if you ask me. It's like $2.25, $2.50 a mozzarella stick, basically. But it does come with a side of marinara. I just got off the slides, and James is absolutely right. I mean, not that I doubted him per se, but that orange slide's only 5 seconds long. It's like over in a blink, and I'm not kidding. It might even be less than 5 seconds. That's how short it is. The blue one is definitely a lot slower, so the orange one's more exciting. But fun slides. Kids are going to love those. I went down them a couple of times. My kids have just been going constantly. And here is something else of note. That wristband they gave us is starting to fade. And it's thinned quite a bit. We've seen some other people with ones like from Alani that are more permanent. I don't know if you get those after you like officially check in or what. It is about 2:50 in the afternoon, and I got the call that our room was ready about 15 minutes ago, so maybe about a little after 2:30. So I did get a call that the room was ready before actual check-in time. So that's good to know, but it wasn't available when we got here at 1:30, so keep that in mind. If you're arriving earlier than check-in time, rooms may or may not be ready right away.
So here in the elevators on our way up, it is keycard accessed, where you need the key card in order to push the button on the elevator to go up to your room. And in here on the wall, they've got the calendar, the schedule of the movies that they're playing at what time. It's 8 o'clock, and when's today? Today is Saturday, August 2nd, so it's Spider-Man Homecoming if we wanted to watch the movie today. And here's our room at number 1134. This is a king suite. Let's go ahead on inside and check it out. Whenever I entered the room, over here off to the right is a little gift bag from the Cambria team. Thank you so much to Cambria Hotels and Getaway Today for making this happen and sponsoring our visit here today. I do want to just clarify that as early as I can in the video, that this is a sponsored stay. As is typical with our recent hotel reviews, sponsored stays do not mean that I am going to be biased in any way or only say nice things. If there are bad things that happen during our stay, I'm absolutely going to call your attention to those, but I want to disclose that this is a comped stay. I'm not paying for this night. I did pay for the food that we got down in the down at the pool, but as far as this actual hotel room, we aren't paying for it here today. Once I actually checked in down at the front desk, they gave me some room keys, of course, but they also gave me a parking pass, which I need to put in my car within 2 hours of checking in. And then we have this parking card, a black parking card to get in to the parking garage that they have. Now let's take a look at the room, and we're going to go through this together. We're going to look at everything that is in here. They do have a full, well, I guess it's not full because there's no stove, but we do have like a little kitchenette area here. We have a full fridge, is where I was starting to stay. So let's just go ahead and check this out. Pretty chilly up here in the icebox. That's great. Glad to know that the freezer is cold. And then down here in the refrigerator space, lots of space. Look at all that. 2 big quadrants down there at the bottom. Some space here on the door. So there's definitely a lot of space in the refrigerator. This is not a mini fridge. It's still a shorter fridge. I mean, this is my eye level is probably right about here. So it's definitely still a shorter fridge than probably like, a standard home fridge. But this is, what do they got over here? A Keurig machine. And then I figured we would have a microwave. The Cambria is a really nice hotel from whenever I remember coming on the tour with Getaway today. And so Amy was wondering if they would have a microwave. We absolutely do there. Let's take a look at the K-Cups. We've got Bonsai English Breakfast Tea and Royal Cup Breakfast Blend Decaf Coffee. And then we have another Royal Cup Rainforest Blend Coffee. And I think that's going to be it. They also have some different condiments and things there for your coffee. I'm sure condiments is the wrong word for it, but I don't drink coffee, so you will excuse me for that. What's down here? They're like, nope, I'm going to say, is there utensils or anything like that? But no, just extra storage space, I suppose. Nothing down there. We do have cups right here. And anything up here? Nope, nothing in that cupboard up there. So this is a king suite. It sleeps 7 people. And when I was looking just a moment ago before beginning this tour, the cheapest that I could find this room was $181 a night, which is actually really great. So if you're looking for a larger room that can sleep a lot more people, the king suite here at the Cambria might be good for you. Of course, that's going to be a pull-out couch, and that's just going to be 2 of the 7 possible sleeping spots. I do have my suitcases over there, so you'll excuse those for a minute. I did open up the blinds. The blinds were not open whenever I walked in here, but I opened up the blinds so that we can walk over here and we can take a look right out this door. This is, again, a king suite. I don't know if all king suites are theme park view, but right there, that is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. And I can see Space Mountain and the Matterhorn. I don't know how well it comes across in this camera. I can see them just fine, but the camera doesn't do a great job of zooming in. Turning around here, I know we briefly called attention to it, but we do have a small kitchen table with 2 chairs at them. So if this is sleeping 7, of course, not all 7 of you are going to be able to fit around that table, but they do have 2 chairs there. And of course, whenever the pull-out couch is folded back up, there's 3 additional seats right there and a 6th seat over there. So looks like maybe one person wouldn't have a seat if you are in the living space here. We do have a TV on the wall and then the TV remote and the coffee table there. Now we're going to move on into the bedroom. This being a king suite, of course, this is a king bed. So we have the king bed there, a gorgeous, lovely king bed, and the wall. Look at that. I just love and appreciate a clean concept with it's just I don't even know how to put it, just like a painting on the wall, if you will, but it's clean, it's not cluttered. I love it. And we've got some lighting there along the headboard. We've got some end table lights as well around the king bed. And then moving in here, check this out, okay? So this is going to be for the children, of course. We have a bunk bed, and we have 1 bunk bed up there and 1 bunk bed up there. And the fun part is the number 7, right? We talked about 7, 2 out there, 2 on the king bed, and then 2 right here. The 7 is going to be the pull-out trundle. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out. And there it is, the pull-out trundle. So we have 3, so the ability to sleep 3 here in the bunk bed. And this particular room, this bedroom, can sleep 5 in the bedroom. And I mean, theoretically, you could probably squeeze a child on here with parents or what have you. It's a big bed, but the occupancy of the room is 7. I bet you if you have more people than 7 in your party, they won't even let you book the room. So your occupancy is going to be 3 over there, 2 right here, and then 2 in the pull-out couch. While putting it back, I realized that's not on any sort of track. It's just wheels on the ground, so you can move it wherever. I actually pushed it further back. It went another 6 inches to a foot further back, and then I had to pull it back again. So it's definitely not on any sort of a track. That thing will move around as you need it to. And then we do have the air conditioners. I did not point those out yet. They were running earlier, and I could barely tell. So nice, quiet air conditioners, 1 in each room. And then I'm assuming we're going to find these handles are not very easy to grab. There's not a whole lot of purchase. So that's why I was having trouble pulling the trundle out. And see, my fingers are having a really hard time pulling this thing out. Wow. the magnets must have just been that strong. So we do have a room safe in here, and so always love to show room safes. You want to keep your valuables in there while you're in the park. We have a iron and the ironing board over off to the right, and then some hangers and looks like laundry bag, as well as there's the extra pillow and blankets, and that's going to be probably mostly for the pull-out trundle. You know, you probably, if you're, there's no way that there's only 2 pillows in there. I say there's no way that that's enough for everybody. So you could probably make it work, but my guess is you could request more pillows. And what do I mean? Well, we have 6 pillows up here, 6 pillows, and then 2 pillows in each of these. So if you wanted to take those 2 extra pillows from the closet and put them here at the trundle, and then you've got 6 pillows that you can split with the people out here, because they're going to need pillows, of course. So somewhere between the, how many? We've got 6 there, 4 there, and 2 there, 12 pillows in the room. If you need more, you know, ask for more, of course. But there are 12 pillows located in the room. Let me just check out the outlets here. We've got 2 standard outlets, a USB outlet, and it looks like the, what? Okay, that turned off the headboard. Like, I don't know how to turn, you know, these might be controlled by the light switch on the wall, but the headboard is controlled right there. And we've got some sort of hole there. What's this? That's not a switch, is it? No, that's just bolting onto the wall. And then over here, same thing, except for we don't have the switch. So the headboard switch is on the other side, but 2 regular outlets and a USB. And then let's see if we can control the headboard, or the, no, that controls the headboard. How do you turn off? I don't know how you turn off those lights. I'll figure it out, and I'll report back in a second. Speaking of lights, it looks like we've got a light here. Look at that. We've got a light on under here. It's magnetic, but I don't know how to turn it on. Does not appear to be turning on. Let's try this one. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how those work. If I can figure out how to get those to work, I will report on that as well. Let's move on. Here's the TV remote for the TV that is located in the bedroom. And we do have a little bench here for putting on shoes or for putting a suitcase on, whichever you will. There is no dresser in here, though. So the dresser, remember those drawers that we saw out here? Those drawers right there in the kitchen. That's your dresser drawers. It's a little odd. It's a little odd if you ask me. There's no other dresser drawers anywhere in here. Okay, bathroom. Moving on to the bathroom. We do have a tub. Again, if this is like, you know, my 12th hotel review that you've watched, you hear me say this every time. I always look for a tub. Children need tubs. I mean, maybe not all children, depending on how quickly you transition them to a shower. But let's take a look at that shower head. Not the fanciest shower head. I've definitely seen better shower heads at other hotels. Let's take a look at the shampoo and conditioner on the wall. We've got Pure by Gloss. Pure by Gloss. That's the brand name. Shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And then we do have the additional shower head here that's removable. I always appreciate those for people that need them. I don't really ever use them, but I know that some people do appreciate them, so I always like to point them out. What do we got down here? Ooh, look at this. Look at that. I love those types of mirrors. I want one of those mirrors in my house. I need to upgrade the bathroom mirror in my house, but that's really cool. We can like turn the brightness down or something? I'm not exactly sure what those buttons are doing. They're not doing anything. And why do we got is that a Bluetooth button? Like what do I want to connect a Bluetooth to the mirror for? But anyway, it's really nice looking, at least nice and clean. It's simple, right? It's simple, but it's nice and clean. And I like the nice, clean, modern look. That's a hit for me. Looking in another shower. We got another shower. This is a standalone shower. So I guess 2 people could take a shower at once if they wanted to. 1 person in the separate shower. I'm sure this also has a name, a special name for it that I'm botching. But we do have just one of the tubless showers here as well. So we got 2 showers, and just to look at that shower head again, same shower head as in the other one. We'll have a shower later, and we'll let you know what the actual shower head feels like. But it's not a rain shower. Let's just put it that way. We do have a slidey door here, and so you can section off that portion of the bathroom and this portion. And then what do we got? We have another slidey door right here. All right. Barn door style thing. Does it have a lock? I don't think it does. No, this one does not. So this portion does not. But this one probably does. Yes, it does. This one does have a lock. All right. So if you wanted the shower with a lock, it's going to be that one, and then this one does not. As far as towels go, I counted 5 towels. So if you have more than 5 people, you need to ask for extra towels. We do have the hair dryer under there in the back, as well as 2 extra rolls of toilet paper. And then it looks like we have 3 smaller washcloths and 4 of the larger washcloths. Again, as you need things, just request them from the front desk. So to just summarize all the important booking information, if you want to stay at this hotel, this particular room, again, is a 1 king suite. It sleeps 7 people. The minimum cost that I could find for this particular room on the cheapest day over the next 6 months was $181, which again is really reasonable for a king suite. And then the cheapest room, that like the standard 2 queen room, the cheapest room at this hotel is $141 for those same dates. Of course, everything else goes up from there. The average price that I tended to see for the cheapest room was like in the $160 to $190 range, which for under $200 in the Anaheim area is still phenomenal, especially for how nice this hotel is. You've got the Waterpark. You haven't seen breakfast yet. When I toured this breakfast, I didn't get to eat it, but I saw the breakfast area, and it is huge. I'm excited to go through the breakfast tomorrow, which of course will be a part of this video. It'll just be a little bit later on in the video. And if you want to book this particular hotel, I recommend booking through Getaway today for the absolute cheapest rates. If you want to get the best rates, use my link, the link that is down in the description. I'll also put a link down in there that links you straight to the Cambria so that you don't have to go searching through Getaway's website to try to find it. There is a larger room than this. So, and I couldn't find this unless I put it in for like a minimum of like 3 days, 2 or 3 days, to get it to pop up. But there is a 2-bedroom king with like 2 twin beds and something like that. It's a big room. It sleeps 11 people. So if you have a large family and you are looking for a good, affordable, cost-effective hotel to stay with your whole family and you don't have to split up your rooms, the Cambria is a really great option. Now, the only downside is the Cambria is quite a ways away from the park. It is right next to the Motel 6. So if you saw our hotel review of that video and you saw the walk, it's about a 15 to 20 minute walk. And if you walk on the slower end, it could even potentially be 25. There might be another way to get there. We're going to ask the desk when we go down. And then additionally, some people have recommended going over to the Toy Story lot. And we're not going to do that today because I have some other things that I need to film in the Garden Walk, which is on the way to Disneyland from here, for a different video. But tomorrow morning when we head into the park, we'll try the Toy Story route, and we'll put that in this video so that you can see how that works and the logistics behind it. And I can't really think of anything else specifically about booking, but again, definitely check with Getaway today for the best rates. Use my coupon code if you are booking a hotel or ticket package to save additional, I think it's an additional $10 on top of their already discounted rates that they have through Getaway today. And so that's using my coupon code, but it only works on hotel and ticket packages that I think have at least 2 nights on them. And you must have a hotel and tickets in order to take advantage of that. So I did find the switch for this. I was really dumb. It's right over here. It's off to the side. You know, sometimes when I'm filming, I feel a little under pressure to take it all in one take with as minimal interruptions as possible, and I'm trying to figure this stuff out as I go along. And if I don't figure it out immediately, I'm trying to avoid like dead space so that the video isn't boring for you guys. So I just kind of was like, I'll figure it out later. And it was a real simple figure out. I still haven't figured out these lights though on the bunk beds. I'm going to ask Amy to help me out. So they do have batteries in them. The batteries are there, but again, I think there's no visible switch. So I imagine you just push it. It clicks and everything, but nothing happens. Neither one of them work though. It's not just one that's dead. They're both not doing anything. Now it is after 9:35 and the fireworks are going on at Disneyland, and I wanted to show you the view from our hotel room. I'm just gonna pan off to the right here. This is in the living room space, and I'm sitting on that one chair by the window, and I can see straight out into that way. The kids are watching it from their bunk bed. I'm just in the living room so that I can film and talk and not bug them as much. But I'm going to zoom in now. I want you to be able to see what I'm actually seeing from the hotel room. So right about here is how far, the size of that building that's got all those lights there and the size of the Matterhorn. That's about what I see when I look out the window. So the camera was kind of zoomed out quite a bit. This is more closer in line with what you can expect to see, like the size of the fireworks and things from your hotel room. It's actually pretty decent. And I'm just gonna back out again, but yeah, pretty good view here. And there's the Guardians of the Galaxy over there. Couldn't see World of Color or anything from up here because of that building right off to the left, but fireworks, got a pretty decent view of the fireworks. It is the next morning now. We've come down for breakfast. They do have quite a large breakfast area. We're gonna go check out all the food in just a second, but I'm just panning the area. You can see there's loads of seats all over the place down here. And yeah, look at this in here. We've got some, looks like muffins and bagels over here. We've got a whole bunch of waffles in the center. Here's a look at their hot foods. We have potatoes, eggs. This says signature egg white scramble. We've got some pork sausages, chicken sausage, and some pre-made waffles. These are just like little waffle wedges. Benjamin wants to show you what he did with his sausages on his plate. They also have some cereal choices over here, and you can take a look at those, as well as a thing of 2% milk right next to that. And then we've got some muffins. Looks like maybe banana nut, and then chocolate and blueberry. And the chocolate is chocolate chip, so like double chocolate. I had to grab one. Now the fun thing about these waffle makers that they have here, check this out. They're all Mickey waffles. They have 6 different stations, and the kids wanted Mickey waffles. This is really great. But they also have a wide variety of fruits. I saw apples and oranges and bananas on the other side as well. Lots and lots of fruit. I'm gonna grab some pineapple. And I know you can't really tell what's in there, but they also have hot syrup, which is not sugar-free, and then they have a sugar-free breakfast syrup as well. So depending on which one you want, the pre-made waffles are actually really, really cold. They're not very good temperature-wise, so I feel like these are the better options. All right, so now we're going to begin the review portion, if you will. Let's just start off with breakfast, because we just came up from breakfast. I gotta say that despite all of the choices, I loved the selection of foods. There were just so many things, especially hot foods. I was going in just expecting tater tots and eggs, or maybe sausages as well, but they had 6 different containers that all had different hot foods in them. And then the level of choices was phenomenal. However, I do have to say that I found pretty much all of it, to be fairly disappointing. The pineapple was not ripe at all. The muffins had some weird taste to them that I wasn't wowed about. The potato barrels or tater tots, something about them just wasn't great either. My waffles were cold. Of course, the Mickey waffles were good. They were nice and hot. They were freshly made. They were probably the star of the breakfast. The sausage was okay, but none of it really said oh man, this is an awesome breakfast. And compared to some other hotels we've had in the area, I would put this one at just kind of mid. Higher because of the sheer number of choices. but a little bit lower, so that's why I end up mid, just because of the quality wasn't as good as I was expecting. As far as the actual hotel stay itself, I used the shower last night, and oh man, I did not want to get out of that shower. So despite not having like a rain shower or anything like that, it was a really nice shower. The shampoo and conditioner had a really nice smell to it. I liked the smell of the shower gels, and so that was really nice as well. The sleep was also really, really good. I woke up this morning at 6:30. The kids were still asleep, and I said to Amy, you know what? Let's just hit snooze for a bit and we'll go into the park later. We don't need to make rope drop today. Because the bed was so comfortable, I was willing to skip rope drop. So I thought the bed was pretty great, the sleep was pretty great, and the shower was pretty great. Overall, the experience, the stay, definitely, I mean, that's the part that counts, right? The part that counts is how good of a sleep you're getting. And for that aspect of it, the Cambria is amazing. And of course, that water park, you cannot discount that water park. We came back at 9:30 at night last night, 9:15 maybe, and there were still people in the water park. I mean, a lot of people in the water park. So definitely a very beloved aspect of this hotel as well. How about you?
I slept well.
Yeah.
It was a comfortable bed.
It was.
And nice towels.
Yeah, the towel quality. I didn't even think about mentioning that.
Sometimes hotels have like very small, thin towels that are like, is this a hand towel, not a big towel? No, their towels were like extra thick and extra big and really nice.
The towels were definitely
But yeah,
good.
the boys had, the room we have has a bunk bed, and it even has a little trundle, like if you had a third kid or smaller person. And I think the boys really enjoyed having a bunk bed, so they weren't kicking each other in their sleep or anything, which is what they normally end up doing when they share a hotel bed. So I think they liked that part.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, like you said about breakfast, I mean, my only complaint was stuff being slightly cold, but like you said, it's a really nice breakfast area.
It is.
Though. It's huge.
Huge. The fact that there were so many seats. Now, we went down at about 7:50, so the rope drop crowd would have already come and left. So I don't know how busy it is for the rope drop crowd. I found it to be particularly busy even when we were going.
I felt like it'd be busier when we went than a rope drop crowd, because I feel like the majority of people don't go to rope drop.
That's probably fair.
And they're probably just now getting... I feel like most people are probably just getting up now and making their way down to breakfast.
I mean, you saw the crowds. I felt so weird filming during that. I needed to show it to you guys, but there were just so many people. That's why we kind of like, instead of doing the wide shots, we just went to like truncated clips of just the food. And that's just what I had to do because there were so many people. And so, yes, it was very busy, but despite how busy it was, there were plenty of seats.
There's tons.
Plenty of seats.
And they were coming around cleaning up the tables, because we weren't sure, some places you go clean off your own plates and set them somewhere. They had people coming around cleaning off the tables, clearing off your plates.
The service was very good.
Yeah.
They were on top of things. They were refilling food. They were refilling silverware. They were taking care of plates. I saw their workers very busy at making sure that breakfast was the best that it could be for everybody that was there. So definitely kudos to them for that. And I don't think we have anything else except we want to do the Toy Story trick, the Toy Story Shuttle hack. I don't know how well you can see it on your screen, but this right over here is the Toy Story lot. So we basically just have to go down this road, turn right. We're going to go over here, and then there's a traffic light, and we just cross the road right there. And then we're in the Toy Story lot. And you can see Toy Story shuttle buses. The blue buses, if you can see those up there, are the Toy Story shuttles. So we just need to go in there. So we did just ask about parking because we're going to leave our car parked here past checkout time. Now they do have these spots up here, and when we checked in, they said until your room is ready, you're going to park in one of the numbered spots here on the lot, and then after you get your room, you're going to park it down in the parking garage. Well, it's the same situation for if you're going to leave it here after checkout. They said that since you won't have an activated parking key anymore, you have to actually go move your car up here to the top lot in one of these empty spots. And so the people parked here are people who are either checking in or are parked here through the end of the day from a previous visit after checking out.
It is currently 8:49 in the morning and we are leaving the hotel after moving the car to the top lot. 8:49, starting our walk to the Toy Story lot. I'm not going to film the whole walk there. I pointed it out to you from the room, so you got a general idea of where we're going. But I will, of course, I'll let you know how long it took to get there. All right, here is the traffic light, the corner right next to this 6th rent-the-car thing here, and the Cheesecake Factory right there. And we just want to come in this way. See the Toy Story buses coming out? This is where we want to go in. We just saw a whole group of people walking over here, like 30 people. Right now we're the only ones doing it, but the traffic light right before us had a good 30 people that all came over to the Toy Story lot. So it took about, did I say it took about 5 minutes? If I sound a little out of breath, it's because the light was turning and we kind of ran to get up here. So up here, there's a little stanchion that says walkway to shuttles. So we just follow the signage because, you know, it looks like this. You're like, oh, this doesn't look like the shuttle drop-off spot. It's not. Follow the signage. It'll take you right to where you need to go. We're approaching security and I can't film through security, but it's been 10 minutes. 10 minutes, that's the total number of walking time to get to the entrance gates. It doesn't seem to be a whole crazy ton of people here for security, which is really good. The last time I did Toy Story lot was like 3 years ago and the lines are crazy. But looks a lot better right now at 9 o'clock in the morning on the dot. Clearly you can see all the switchbacks here for how busy it can get, but at 9 o'clock on the dot, no lines really at all. Security was a breeze. We just walked straight up to a terminal that had nobody in line. In fact, Amy didn't even go through the same line as me because of how empty it was. She just went through a different one. So this is really, really simple. We'll see how long it takes us to get on the actual shuttle though, because I don't know if we're gonna make this one. Now we did miss this bus, but they have a whole line of buses just ready to go here, so no problem whatsoever. This one's gonna pull away shortly and we'll get on the very next bus. So the Toy Story shuttle drops you off on the other side of security. So if you were over there, you'd have to go through security on Harbor Boulevard. We're gonna completely bypass that since we already went through security and go straight into the Esplanade. Now, it has been exactly 25 minutes. That's about how long it would take you to walk, and we only had to walk 10 minutes of it. So definitely taking the Toy Story shuttle, the way to go if you are staying at the Cambria. Yesterday when we came back from downtown Disney, because we had some stuff we were doing there, we walked, and along the way we came across some of our viewers, some of you guys, who was chatting with us on the way back. And I said in the morning we're going to do the Toy Story hack. Do you guys know that hack? And they're like, no, this is our 3rd or 4th time we've stayed here and we always walk it. And now if you watch this video, now you know about the Toy Story hack. You'll get here at the same amount of time as walking and you don't have to put in all the legwork. Good idea. On the way over here, Amy said to me, I really liked that mattress last night. I wonder if we could contact the hotel and ask them what brand that was, because she wants to get one of those mattresses at home. It was really, really comfortable. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for us here today at the Cambria. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you wanna book the Cambria through Getaway today, use the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on top of their already discounted packages. Click this playlist to check out more of my Disneyland area hotel reviews. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.